State of New California, notice to all Californians, grievance number 57. It is February 26, 2019. We are in Vista, California at the county courthouse. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. Citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence, January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The counties of New California bring forward 95 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. State of New California Grievance number 57, Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened, against domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6, Section 2. This Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Elimination of county sheriffs is the order of the day. The California Socialist governor, the Socialist monoparty government, along with their socialist associates at the county and city levels, are engaging in elimination of the county sheriff in the rural counties of California known as New California. In the United States, the sheriff is the official in a county or independent city responsible for keeping the peace and enforcing the law. Unlike most officials in law enforcement in the United States, sheriffs are usually elected. Elected sheriffs are accountable directly to the Constitution of their state, the United States Constitution, statutes, and the citizens of their county. The current socialist governor and the socialist monoparty government, along with their socialist officials, are seeking the elimination of the county sheriff. Their efforts to do so are actively underway in the halls of the state capitol with the support of their globalist partners. Since the mid-1990s, the socialists in California, working alongside their criminal cartel partners, have already eliminated two vital law enforcement agencies. The California State Police was a state police agency founded in 1887, which primarily served to protect the state capitol building, the governor, and other agencies. They provided police services to all state agencies that did not have their own police force. They helped to protect the southern border. They were eliminated in 1995. Elimination of the state police has opened the southern border to the invasion by illegal foreign nationals we see today. The California Bureau of Narcotic Enforcement, BNE, was a drug law enforcement agency under the California Department of Justice, the California DOJ. The BNE was established in 1927 and was the oldest narcotic enforcement bureau in the United States at the time of its disbanding. The BNE was eliminated in 2011 by the Socialist governor and the Socialist Attorney General, thus opening the state to criminal cartel invasion, which has raped the environment and led to widespread criminal activity in the state. Bernadine Smith writes in The Sheriff, a Necessary Office. Already laid over the nation is a militarized infrastructure, the Homeland Security Agency. It is the foundation upon which a worldwide regional system of total command and control can be applied to operate what was once meant to be a republic. Very little will be left to local autonomy. This is a violation of the principles of the Constitution, the supreme law of the land. The ridiculous excuse for this installation is that we may have to give up some of our rights for safety and security. What it is really saying is that we must cooperate in the overthrow of our own government in order to provide protection for ourselves and our government. It does not make sense. The county sheriff is being introduced to a maneuver that will gradually eliminate him by a merger with federal marshals. Although under threat by advisory groups, the traditional American constitutional sheriff will be divested of his authority. He will lose his control over the jails and the courts, and all civilian law enforcement will be consolidated on the federal regional government level. The first intent is to demote the sheriff and his deputies down to the functions of a beat officer, where they can be managed by the Homeland Security Agency as a non-elective county police system. If the sheriff disappears, good citizens will lose the only opportunity they have to vote for a representative in law enforcement of their own choosing who is endowed with special powers to deal with special crimes. The assault on the sheriff had its beginning as far back as the Wickersham Report done under Herbert Hoover's administration. Insurrection. The government of California, the current governor, and the monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with socialist state executive instituted wherever the current socialist government has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com is the website. The phone number is 877-828-2753.